Alright, there we go. All done. Oh, fuck. So, is everyone there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, what happened last time? Oh yeah, we didn't. It wasn't recorded last time. Last time was just a mini session, just to get you into where you are right now. You're on an airship, aren't you? That's where we left the last session. It's actually on YouTube. You're on an airship, which is
Yes.
funnily enough. Okay. So the last thing that you did was the heist.
Yes.
Was a train robbery. Now, this wasn't recorded because it was just a simple, getting into the swing of things session. The train robbery was a success, kind of, and you got all of the money.
Everything went according to plan.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah, Lila did not have to shoot the explosives 6 times in order to hit it once.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
Yeah. Like, I guess you've been telling people that you were just working on their suspense at that moment. You were just like, trying to heighten the tension of the scene for your comic. Yeah, you both got paid $500 for that. So, well done. You got paid some money. And that's just a little taste. You're told that is for a taste of what is to come.
Oh wait, how much did we get for that?
$500.
Okay.
Yes. Seamus.
Yes, hello.
You were on the prow of the ship. You are just hanging out there, chilling out. What would you be doing on the prow of the ship? Would you just be, looking out over the vast horizon and?
Yeah, I think I'd be like just taking in the scenery.
Cool. And Lila, what would you be doing on the ship at this moment in time?
Well, where are we? Are we flying over like the Driftwood, like
Yeah.
barren nothingness?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I am at the back of the ship,
Okay.
throwing bottles off as far as I can, and like waiting until they get as far away as possible, and shooting them with my sniper rifle, or
Cool.
trying to. Probably getting very, very angry.
Excellent. Okay, so why don't you roll a strength check to see how far you can throw this next bottle
All right.
on the airship?
Let's see. My strength.
Passing through clouds.
My strength is 2, so yeah, that's why I'm in the back of the ship, so that the momentum of the ship will take us further. Because I know I can't throw well. Okay.
Okay. So, when you throw the next glass bottle, it smashes in midair without you touching it. Like, about 30 feet away.
And I don't see anything?
No.
Oh, shit. I throw another one.
It goes a lot further this time, and then smashes again in the clouds, about 100 feet away. And when in between you throwing, you heard like a whooshing sound, like a really violent jet engine sound, and then it just, and then the sound got a little bit further away, and then obviously the smashing happened again.
And I don't see anything.
No.
And all I hear is a whooshing sound?
Yeah, it's like a jet engine, so it's nearly deafening.
Okay, I will go and tell the captain.
Okay. There is an intercom there, if you want to try and call him.
Yes. Let's see. His name is Felix?
Yes, Felix
So
Jones.
I get on the comms and I'm like, Felix.
He's like, yes, my dear.
Did you hear that loud engine sound? I don't see anything, but I hear something back here, and
He turns around to others in the room and goes, she's complaining about the engine noise.
No,
Bloody women.
not. Just get out here. You.
I think she wants me, gentlemen. I will be back momentarily. And he puts down the phone. He stumbles out in his night dress, just like this like smoker's jacket on, and it's like it's this gilded gold thread silk purple monstrosity that he's got on with like peacock feathers around his neck.
I'll throw another bottle and see if anything happens.
What do you?
Just
what
watch.
Did you want?
Just watch, and I throw the bottle.
It happens again, like the same amount of distance away, and you both look at it, and these glowering red eyes, like just shining through the clouds, and you hear the whine of engines start powering up, like really quickly, and you just see the captain just looks out and goes, bloody hell, and then the cloud sort of explodes as this thing barrels forward, and it goes straight through the ship, and I mean from back to front, straight through it, until you guys see it disappear. Lila, roll a perception check for me.
Alright.
You're gonna need 4d3s actually, 4 3 pluses.
Okay.
On 6 plus. On a 6-sided dice. Looks like.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. So you see it's a dragon shaped silver dragon thing that you came across a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah.
A fair few weeks ago now, and it just barrels straight through the ship. And basically guts it, and Seamus, you're on the front of the ship, just like sitting there sipping, enjoying your whiskey, swirling it around your hand, and the whole deck starts vibrating, and the dragon bursts out just below you, and like just flies off into the distance. You see it's in a jet, off into the distance, barreling upwards, and the ship starts to tilt forwards as it starts to descend through the clouds.
I look at Felix and say, "What do we do?"
Says, we pray. Well,
Are you fucking kidding me?
I am going back to my cabin, my dear. Yes, I'm going to make the most of it. We won't be hitting the ground for, say, 2 minutes, so, yes.
Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to do then.
He just leaves you there.
The captain of the ship is just like, I don't know, in the room. The ship is crashing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow him. Like, you don't have any parachutes or escape mini flying ship vessel, anything?
He says, "No, I never expected my dear to be gutted in such a way." And he like puts his hand on the hull. He's like, I never thought this day would come.
Yeah. When he's in the middle of his, talking about his ship, I leave and try to find Seamus.
He's like, I remember when I first laid eyes on her. I saw her through the barrel mists of Talamir, and you're just gone.
That's nice.
You're already gone. And I approached her, and he turns around and sees that you're gone, and he goes, "That's just bloody rude," and then just goes back downstairs to his room. he does sound the alarm for everyone to brace for impact, because and you get a sense he's the captain, so he knows full well that this is not good. That a hole this size in the ship is just unrecoverable. Like, there's no way he's going to be able to. He's only going to make it worse by trying to pull out of the descent. So Yeah, he gives orders for the ship to be steadied, and there's nothing more he can do. He goes and braces for impact in his room, probably under his covers.
Yeah.
You know,
I just
Seamus
looked
went to the front prow. You know
Okay,
that.
I know he went to the front. Okay, I'll run to the front then. Are you still there, Seamus? What was your reaction to this whole thing going on?
Well, I think fuck this day would have been the first to get to happen. And then I'd probably just start running around the deck, just like you're just grabbing people manically by the shoulder, being like, "What do I do? What do we do?"
As you're doing that, you hear in your head, "Hello."
Oh no!
Fuck off! And then I'll sort of turn to the next guy, run up to him, and be like, "Is there like escape pods or something? Can we get out of here?"
And he starts like gibbering. It's like, I don't know. We got a brace. There's that. No one can fix a whole lot size. So no, there's no escape pods. There's no parachutes either. Now, this isn't a military vessel, you know. It's a private vessel. We never thought we were going to crash. What the hell was that thing anyway?
I don't know. You tell me.
You hear again in your head. Hello. Hello. Anybody in?
Want.
Just a quick thing, old boy. Seem to be descending at a rather alarming rate. Why don't you go and sit in your van for a while and ponder life's meaning, and make sure to keep your head nice and preserved there. You know, don't be having any trauma.
You cut out a lot there. I didn't get most of that.
It's basically just a voice in your head telling you to go to the van and not have any trauma to your head. Requesting you not have any trauma to your head.
Seamus sort of takes a moment to calm himself and just goes, "Fuck you," and then just starts walking off to the van.
Alright, you run to Lila throughout the running throughout the ship, obviously looking for you.
And I'm just like, Seamus, there aren't any escape vessels, and like they don't have any parachutes, or like they're not prepared for this. I don't know what to do.
Telling me, I don't know. I mean, what the hell are you hit us?
You're the one who has ideas.
You cut out there.
I'm just like, you're the one who always has ideas for things. Like, I don't know what to do.
My thing is like, I have maybe a plan. I mean, the Corvette flies, right?
I don't know if I'd say that.
But I mean, as the ship's about to crash, we could like jump out of the back of it with the button and you know, oh, this is excellent. I'll grab you by the shoulder like this is excellent, and then start just sort of like jogging my way to the garage.
Yeah, my face changes from panic to, oh my god, this is gonna be so awesome.
Okay. So you guys head to the garage, and you're there. Tell me what you want to do.
Do we see the Corvette?
Yeah, it's there.
So look at Lila, like. So I presume you're going to want to drive.
I jump in
In the driver's seat, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, Seamus just sort of nods his head and goes,
Absolutely.
"Yep." And then I'll sort of jump into the driver's seat. No, I'm not into the passenger seat. And I'll sort of look wistfully over at the van.
Yeah. Seamus, don't we need someone to open the hatch?
Oh, yeah. Is there anyone in the garage?
No, that's distinctly the last place people want to be. You getting a feeling.
It's like, alright, fine. I'll sort of jump out again and sort of open the doors, or sort of like sort of start lowering the door at the back.
Yeah, the door lowers with like a squeal when it opens, and air just like blows you nearly off your feet, and you're standing there on unsteady legs as the wind like whips around you, and you can just see like a 10,000 foot drop behind you, in front of you, as you break through the clouds.
Sort of like start sort of I'll probably like steady myself against any objects that are in my way, and just sort of slowly make my way back to the Corvette and get back in the seat. And also go, right. So when we get close to the ground, we can do this thing.
Just like, all right, just pure adrenaline. Like I'm nervous, but just more excited than anything. So I start the engine, and I'm just like, okay, just tell me when. It's probably really loud in here.
Yeah. And then does our PDA have like a auto meter?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so I can sort of read off like what height we're at.
Yeah.
There. And how quickly are we descending at the moment?
Very, very, very quickly and climbing. So yes, you'll be hitting the ground in about 30 seconds to a minute, maybe.
Alright, so I'll try and time it so that the height we're at, it's sort of like we'll be able to get enough time to go out just before it crashes. So it's sort of as close to the ground as possible, since it's going to be a bit of a jump. Don't think the suspension's all that great. So I'll sort of read off the barometer and that opportunity.
Okay. So, the back door is now open. So, and yes, you would say the time is now to go, and you hear the voice in your head saying, this isn't the van.
I'll just say, go! Punch it!
Alright.
You do see the voice in your head go, oh, bollocks.
I go, so is that perception, or?
Yeah.
Right,
I'd say 5 threes. Okay,
I take off, and I hit the button.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
Shit.
So you just like...
Yeah. It is more.
The engine doesn't start immediately, and you just go flying out the back of the airship, and you just go tumbling, head over heel in the car, until finally, like, you engage the engine, and the engine starts up, and then you engage the actual thrusters, and you sort of even out and go blasting away through the clouds, and you see behind you, you go towards the clouds, but you see behind you, about 10 seconds later, the airship just strikes into the ground with a massive explosion, and just like cracks into the earth and just spreads all of its wood all over the place. And you see far in the distance a silver glint that is getting larger.
Oh
don't,
shit!
I just sort of look at Lion like, don't tell me that's what I think it is.
I saw it earlier. If it's that, then it is, yes.
What the hell is this thing's problem?
I don't know. I thought it liked us, but I guess not.
Okay, so the car's thrusters cut out eventually, and you just go like sailing down towards the ground. You're only about a couple of 100 feet up now as you peel downwards, because the thruster, it loses power in the end, so you just drop it normally, and you plonk onto the ground. And you can now stop the car if you wish, or you can just carry on driving. Or you can drive, you can turn around, or you can go north, south, east, west. Doesn't matter, you are in a vast expanse of sand, so...
Yeah, I think I'll let it settle for a minute. It's like, oh, that was so awesome!
I'm like, alright, now we go get the van.
Okay. So I turn around toward the airship and drive in that direction.
Okay. So yeah, you eventually arrive there about I'd say an hour later of an hour heavy drive, and it's apparent to you that the airship is battered beyond repair. It's in part. It's like the Titanic's on the seabed. It's like flattened against the seabed. It's kind of what this is as well. It's like flattened all the way forwards, and you see fire everywhere. And what do you want to do?
I want to weep a single manly tear and pray that my van is still in one piece.
Okay. Let's see.
Then I'll be like, please be okay, baby, please be. And then, like, let's go see if the van survived, and maybe some of the humans as well. Yeah, but I'm not going to count myself that lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I imagine it's a pretty big wreck. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll just start where we think the van is.
Yeah, the horn of the airship is like normally, but this one's like just like keeps doing that over and over and over again.
Just look at Seamus. Well, that isn't the least bit creepy.
Yeah, or annoying.
So, you can see where the garage door at the bottom of the ship is still open.
I'll sort of point to it to Lyle and be like, alright, let's go head to the garage, see what's left.
Alright. I'm kind of secretly hoping that the van is destroyed, but I'm not going to tell Seamus that.
Heartless monster.
So you get to the front of the van, the front of the garage actually, and you need to jump out of the car to get into this thing. Like it's all mangled up. You can't actually drive into it.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on driving into it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll jump out of the car and sort of try and make my way into the. But I'll sort of like have a look in there, see if it looks like the architecture still looks sort of fairly intact enough for it to be safe to go in there, rather than having it just collapse on top of me immediately.
It looks safe enough to go in there. Yeah. There are bits of sparks like just blurring everywhere and things, and there's like red hazard lights flashing in there.
Well, I'll sort of like gingerly sort of like jump in and have a look around.
Yeah, you jump in and you slide down the doorway, and it's it's facing upwards at the moment, and you can see right in front of you is the van, and it is on its side, but apart from that, it seems okay.
Let out a jubilant sigh of relief and just sort of run up to the van. And just put a hand on the bonnet and start tapping him, like stroking him, like, oh yes, I knew you'd survive.
A guy bursts in through the back door, and he's got like a bazooka in his hand, and he goes, "You'll never take us alive, scavengers!" And he fires his weapon at you. So, oh yeah, he gets 4.
Do we recognize him?
No, he's just one of the sailors. He's obviously expecting trouble. And yeah, you got a choice here. You can either try and pick something up to deflect the blow of the bazooka bolt round with, or you can jump out the way.
I'm gonna jump out of the way.
Okay. Roll a speed check for me.
No.
With you need 2. I'd say 2 d4s, 2 4s. Oh, you
Yeah,
d6s.
I'm just gonna roll 1 dice.
That's fine. So you go out the way, and the bazooka round smacks right into the bottom of the van, and blows a massive hole in the bottom of it. And you're just like lying there, and he's just there going, "Come on out!"
I'm assuming I saw this.
Yeah.
But I wasn't near Seamus. I'm just gonna be like, "What are you doing? We're not scavengers."
And yeah, he sees you, and he goes, "That one got a pretty mouth," and like and just starts reloading his bazooka.
Oh shit! All right, I pull out my pistols. And yeah, I guess I shoot him in the head.
Okay.
Try. Like he looks like he's backing down. And so since I dual wield, that means I get 5 attacks.
Yay!
So there we are. Oh, that's not that good.
Well, it's 3 to hit, isn't it?
I believe so. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, actually, it's a 2+ to hit because I'm range combat 9.
There you go. It's all hit.
Okay.
And what's the? We need to roll to
So
win
the force. Oh wait, what?
You need to roll to do damage now. So you
Oh,
force
Yeah,
against the fortitude.
I was gonna get that. The force is 5.
Mhm.
So here are my rolls.
He's tough. He's fortitude 4, so it'd be 3s. So there's 3 wounds there. And what is the armor negation of the weapon?
The armor negation is 3.
He has a 4+, so he gets no saves. He is dead. So,
Okay.
because you can't roll a 7 on a d6. So your round just go shattering into his body, and then one just like pulps his head. And he falls down. And he goes, and you see him go, "Oh, pretty much." And he falls to the ground dead.
Yeah. I mean, he attacked Seamus and he was creepy, so I don't feel bad about that. I run over to see if Seamus is okay.
I sort of pick myself off the ground. Oh, the hell was? And I look over to the van.
Yeah.
And I think I was in the process of getting up, but I will then just fall to my knees again.
Yeah.
I just, you maniac! What have you done?
I come up and I put my hand on his shoulder and I'm just like, it's okay, Seamus. I avenged your van.
He's just distraught at the moment. He's just babbling incoherently.
So you can hear outside drums, just like bass.
Yeah.
Outside.
That doesn't seem like a good thing. I'm just like, you know what? Come on, let's just get out of here. I don't like the sound of that.
Okay, so okay.
Would it?
I'll sort of run up to the van, try and open the door,
Mhm.
reach into the cab, and pick up the hula girl I have on the dashboard.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it off, and sort of stir it in my pocket like this.
Mm-hmm. Well,
As I sort of pat the wheel.
the van's wheels are still fine. It's just there's a round hole in the bottom of it.
I feel like that's where the drive shaft would be, though.
It is where the drive shaft is. But you can see it can still be towed.
I think at this point, given I also look out and see like what's going on out there, but I feel like we won't be able to tow the van and still get away.
Yeah.
So he's just sort of coming to terms with the loss.
Cool.
Would you?
He'll sort of like let Lila sort of lead him back to the Corvette.
Would you like to drive? Would that make you feel better?
Seamus just sort of yeah, no, you drive. It's okay.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah, we get in the car. I drive away.
So now you come outside, and you can see that there are a lot of people milling around your car, and there is a huge truck. When I say truck, I mean like a ice road truckers kind of truck.
Right.
And hanging on that are what can I loosely describe as raiders. They're with primitive weapons, basically.
Yeah, I fire a warning shot and say, "Get away from that."
They all run behind the car, and one of them that runs forward is like a big bloke. I mean, he's got like two AK-47s, like, and they are one in each hand, and he's like you and big finger catch from sky.
Leave. I will not tell you again.
Like, you in our territory. You will make mess of our sacred mountain. You turn around, there was like a hill there, but it's no longer there. It's like
I was just like, your territory. I don't see your name on it. Just basically comic line.
Yeah. He's like, you speak funny. You give Tepman some salvage. And he lets you go.
How about I take my car and leave? I don't care what you do.
He's like, that works also. And then just like turns around to his man and goes, and they're like looking at him and go like, what the fuck? And he goes, perhaps you could let us have the ship.
This is not my ship.
He turns around and goes and says, is anyone on board? And all his men go, yeah, we're already on board. Yeah. He goes, well, it's ours now, I suppose.
Like so Seamus sort of perks and he's like, "Can we take the van as well? Can we take the van?"
No, everything on ship belongs to Tupan.
How about I buy it off you?
And his like heavy brows come together and he goes, how much you have?
I can give you $50.
And I tell him, you're getting a good deal. That thing's not worth $25.
$50. $50 is too low. I say,
Just like, come on, look at that piece of junk. Someone shot it with, someone shot a hole through it right before you came.
Nah, $50 is too low. It is too low.
Completely worthless.
Too low.
I can't roll charisma.
$25.
You drive a hard bargain, but how about this? Right? And also go, huh? And so giving.
You're cutting out a lot, man. Do you know what? I honestly think it's Roll20 eating up the bandwidth, because if I'm on just Discord with people, this never happens. What the fuck now? Fucking idiot outside.
Is that a car alarm? That's like the most annoying one I've ever heard.
I know.
Alright.
Go on, sorry.
But anyway, so I said, okay. I said, I look pained and go, you drive a hard bargain, my friend, but $20.
He says,
and so give him the eyebrows, like, huh?
He says, and he turns around and his men are all shrugging and goes, too low. And they'll go, $10. My final offer.
I sort of put a hand to my heart, like it's sort of a really difficult moment. I'm go, you drive a hard bargain, my friend, but I'm gonna have to take you off.
Says, good. You take junkie van and go.
I laughed at that comment.
Yes.
So subtract $10 from
I give Lila a sideways glance. She laughs.
Yeah.
And then I sort of go, alright, let's get a tow bar on the van.
Alright, so I get in the car and try to get it as close as possible. Position it so I can pull the van out. And I'm just thinking, I'm probably talking to myself in the van, so close. Almost got rid of this fucking thing. So close. Back in so I can tow it out.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna skip forward and say you've towed it. It's out. It's on the van now. How have you towed it? Just as you do have a chain, but
I'd probably have just sort of strapped it to the not the front bumper, but the front beam support, and underneath the bumper, and then just sort of side towing it that way once we tipped it over.
Sounds good. Yeah. And I'm good you drove such a lot of money out of the to give to the main man. He basically he helps you get it out basically, as a
what's his name? That guy.
Jubo.
Jubo. I sort of just like clasp him on the shoulder before we leave. I'm like, you know, Jubo, you are a good man, Jubo. Yeah. I wish you well, Jubo. Wish you well.
And before we leave, I just tell him, also, you know, maybe take it a little easy on the people inside. You know, maybe don't kill them if they don't have. You know, you don't have to if they don't attack you. You know, they've been through a lot, and they're kind of our friends. So,
Yes. If they're your friends, then why you piss off?
because we have somewhere to be.
Oh, I see. And he just turns off and goes, and he turns around and goes, $5. And he points to your car.
My car wasn't in the ship.
It here now?
That was after it crashed.
You
I
make
sort of turned to the line. I'm like, I mean, he does raise an excellent point.
All right, here.
Yeah.
You know what? Since you were so nice to me, I want you to have this. And I give him $1.
He's like, oh, no, it's too much.
I insist. Here, think of it as compensation for being nice to my friends, okay?
Oh, I will shower your friends in happiness.
I'm counting on it.
He turns around towards the ship. He says, you found anyone, you bring them here. I feed them. And he will just walks off.
Okay, I drive away.
Cool. So where do you guys want to go?
I mean, I would suggest going back to what the hell was the place? Was it Ravensburg? No, that was the first place we went to. Like, Harper's Ford.
Which place?
The place where that was the place where we left Jackal to go meet up with Felix.
Harper's
So I'd suggest, go Harper's Ford.
Oh, okay.
So I would probably, Seamus would probably suggest going back there and letting Jackal know that shit kind of hit the fan.
If you can roll an intelligence check, you can get your PDA to show you where you are and triangulate where you are.
I will do that.
You need 4, 5 pluses. No.
That is not what.
No. So you find out that Harper's Ford is about 200 odd miles away. But apart from that, you can't really triangulate in which direction it's in.
Okay, so I think he sort of spends some time fiddling with it and why didn't I pay attention to orienteering during the scouts? And then just be like, well, I can't figure out where Harper's Ford is or where we are for that matter. So pick a direction, I guess.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd be able to use the way the ship was going, but it kind of got turned around while we crashed. You know, we came from that way, so let's go this way. So
okay.
I go the opposite way that I came from when the car, when it landed on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I go away from that direction.
Okay. So, I think you're just going to drive, right?
I guess so.
Okay. You will eventually come to basically a river that's running through. A very, 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 very small river. And, it's not really of any description, but there are people pulling water from it.
Okay, so we see people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should ask for directions.
An excellent idea. Do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I should have turned to the light like, and then I'll wait for it to pull over, and stop, and then I'll sort of climb out of the car.
Yeah. I'll pull out my sketchbook while he goes and asks for directions. Just draw in the driver's seat.
Right, so I'll sort of walk and go, greetings, people. Sort of wave.
They wave.
You wouldn't happen to know where we are, would you? Afraid we've got a tad lost.
They just like shake their heads and it's like where are you trying to get to? Like, there's a woman who steps forward out of like a group of younger men and a few women.
Well, that kind of depends on where we are, I guess.
And she says, you were in the Amber Reach. And she looks around and says, if you're from Commonwealth, that is many, 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 many miles to the northeast.
It's a good job I don't want to go there. Instead of give her a winning smile.
She looks at you blankly.
Cool. So, where exactly is that in relation to this Amber Reach, where we are, in relation to anywhere that I would have heard of?
She's like, You would have heard of? I don't know. The only thing we see here is the odd airship, and they like to stay away from Commonwealth patrols. And this is nowhere really. The next town is around 20 miles that way. And then she points back to where you came, and she says, "That's called Widow's Watch. We trade there sometimes."
Right. Awesome. Thank you, my dear. And then I'll sort of give her another winning smile and sort of walk back towards the car.
Cool.
And I'll tell Lila about back the way we came.
I hate backtracking.
Okay, well...
Alright, lead the way.
So,
You're cutting out a little bit. I didn't...
I said, you're driving, so...
Well... Here, I'll trade you, and I get in the passenger seat.
I sort of... I looked surprised for a moment. And said, okay. And then I'll sort of get in to, just like, wrap my fingers on the steering wheel for a second. Like, still not as good as a van. And then just sort of like kick it in reverse and sort of do a turn before then driving back the way we came.
That's fine. So you drive back the way you came, and you go on now for, well, how long do I drive for?
Well, until we reach Widow's Watch, so about 20 miles. So probably like a couple of hours, or maybe an hour or so, depending on how fast we're driving.
Yeah, you just get there in before an hour, so you're there about 20 minutes. Yeah, so the outside of this town is all ramshackle. It is known as the last true place before the wilderness, basically, which is where you are at the moment. So, right to the right-hand side when you're driving in, you can see a massive sandstorm. And beyond that, you can see the towers, the almost, iron naked towers of the skeleton cities. And in front of you, see a town, and in front of the town there is a statue of a woman who has her head in her hands crying, so what gives the town its name. And it has ramshackle buildings. There's a main avenue with like wooden buildings, like a saloon in there and things like that all dotted around.
But I sort of like note the woman's statue on the way, and I'm just like, well, that's cheery.
Yeah, I immediately start sketching the statue.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying I don't know if I like this place.
I sort of look over at the sketchbook and so go, right?
I pull out a picture of Seamus and I like hold it up in front of him. It's just him on his knees, like shouting toward the sky, "Fuck this day!" And I'm like, "Is this accurate enough?"
I sort of go, I mean, you could have been a bit more liberal with the musculature, yes. So go.
You guys hear a jet engine sound behind you, getting louder.
It's the dragon again.
Fuck this day. And I'll sort of take a moment to sort of look in the rearview mirror.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it passes overhead and like shakes the ground as it goes overhead, and shakes most of the towers, and not towers but buildings in front of you too. One of which just falls over like straight away because just out of sheer, it's not very well built, and the dragon, the mechanical dragon, just flies off into the distance.
What is that dragon's problem?
Do you think it's following us?
I sure as hell hope not.
I mean, once we figure out how to defeat it, it will be easier to track it down if that's the case.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Why don't you take the charge on that one? I'll play support.
You'll what?
I was like, never mind. Just
Okay.
let's just go into town and see what we can. So I'll sort of like keep driving and sort of approach the front gates.
Cool.
The settlement.
Yeah, that's cool. So there are no gates. You can just drive straight in. If that's what you wanted to do.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. So you drive straight in, and you can see in front of you there's several buildings. One of them is a saloon that's just standing nearby, and there are a few other places. There's a small bank. There's a firing range, and there's just a few other shops like medicine. There's a shoemakers. There's it's a nice little town.
Okay.
There is also a very large building with a grandfather clock on the outside of it. That's the largest building that's there.
Really encouraging. I sort of turned to the line like, maybe this wasn't the best idea that I've ever had.
Well, you've had so many ideas. One of them is bound to be awful. Don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, how late in the day is it?
It's around 6 in the evening.
Not entirely sure we want to be driving around the wastelands in the middle of
Yeah, and we can kind of... You said we could see the skeleton cities from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that before?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I bring that up. Like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable in any place where I can see the skeleton cities.
Yeah. And Seamus is having horrible flashbacks to being nearly eaten by a dragon at the moment. So he said, let's just hold up in the saloon and try and keep things low key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe everything will work out.
Yeah, I'm really good at keeping things low key.
Oh yes. Just as we sort of pull up outside, I'm like, just no matter how large and red they are, and then I'll sort of climb out of the car.
No matter how large and red they are. What came before that? That's all I heard.
I said, just whatever you do, for the love of God, don't press any buttons.
Aww, but that's no fun.
No fun equals me not dying.
You haven't died yet, Seamus.
Oh. Yes, it is indeed quite the miracle. And as we'll sort of like do carry this conversation on as we walk to the doors.
Yeah.
Yes, after I've locked up the Corvette.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, alright, let's just book a room, hold down for the night, and then just get out of here first thing in the morning. And I'll sort of head on in.
Cool. So what you're gonna do?
We're going in to the saloon, right?
Mm-hmm. So the saloon is pretty packed as you guys head on in there. But mainly they're just people getting on with it. They don't stop or talk to you or anything like that. They're just getting on with life. They're not really doing much in the way of anything, to be honest.
Well, I'll sort of like walk up to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, barkeep. Any rooms going?
Mm-hmm. He looks up, and it's just like, maybe, depending on how much you're willing to spend. We're pretty full up at the moment. People come back and forth from the skeleton cities. You know how it is.
I'm like, yes, I know exactly how it is. But,
roll an intelligence check for me. You only need the one. I'd say the 1 3+.
Roll? Guess not. Oh no, it is.
Yeah, you know he's bullshitting you because no one goes to and from the skeleton cities.
I'm like, yes, I know exactly what that feels like. So, what are you suggesting? Going rate?
It says around $100 per head.
Sort of look at him like, let's go with something a little less ridiculous, shall we?
He says, "Alright, you got me.
I'll go. They give him like sort of the eyebrows. Yeah.
He says, let's try $60. How about that? It's only half price, man.
And I'll buy a whiskey.
Okay, I missed most of that apart from the whiskey.
Wow.
Say that again?
Hello?
Hello? Is he gone?
Dean didn't hear you.
Oh.
Oh, okay, go on. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Well, I just said, yeah. How about let's try $50 and I'll buy a whiskey while I'm at it.
He says, I can take that deal. And he shakes your hand and pours you whiskey. And he goes, you're in room 12.
Ah, thank you, my friend. How much is the whiskey?
He says, $8 altogether.
Alright, so I'll hand him like $58.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, no, sorry, $108.
Mm-hmm.
For like both of our rooms.
Okay.
And then I'll just sort of say, alright. So I'll sort of turn to Lion like, do you want a drink or do you want to head on up?
Yeah, I want to drink. What have you got? Bartender.
He says, well, you know, this is the Southern Driftwood, so we got whiskey and some more whiskey.
I'll take a whiskey.
Like, good. And he like gives you the thing. Goes, that's $8, please.
I hand him $9.
He's like, oh, thank you. And he pockets the extra
Tip my
dollar.
hat.
He goes, you got the look of a showman. Have I seen you around before?
You might recognize me from
I'm like, no.
the old days,
no,
and I get like a downcast face.
I'm like, no. I'm like, she gets mistaken for a lot of people, you know, but you don't recognize her from anywhere, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Seamus, I did sometimes perform in the...
I sort of give her a look, like, and just like, the subtle.
I'm just like, oh
no.
right, and I like make like a really sneaky sort of pose, like yeah, okay.
You see, to the left of you, there are like padded footfalls, and they're quite heavy. And as you look over, Seamus, you see this like massive dog-like creature just like pad its way into the bar, and it doesn't look too inviting. And then the bartender's like just doesn't give it any mind though, but it starts like just looking around and growling.
Like, nice dog you have there.
He goes, what? Oh shit! And he like leans over the bar and goes, hey! And like calls to the back of the bar and goes, take the fucking thing outside, alright? Scaring customers. And you just see this woman just like roll her eyes and like just whistle. And the dog just immediately like bounds out of the bar and like through the double doors. And she stays there. She just sits back down and carries on playing cards. And he goes, sorry about that. I told her to keep him in a room. It's a wolf anyway. It's not a dog.
A wolf. Wow, very exotic.
Nah,
A pet anyway.
shit's all over the place, man. It's not really that exotic.
I can imagine.
I think he's cute. Seamus, don't get any ideas. I know how you feel about puppies.
It was one time, okay? It was a long time ago. The job went south, okay?
Those puppies were innocent, Seamus. And I just start drinking my drink.
I just turn to the barkeep and I'm just like, alright. It's a long story. Just let it lie.
He just goes, uh-huh. And goes back to like sweeping the counter.
Like Seamus just go, okay. I'll sort of like take another swig of my drink. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna finish this drink and then I'll probably head up, you know? Don't wanna parade my face around too much.
That's probably a good idea, even though, you know, I think I draw you better than the wanted posters anyway. What do you think? And I like hold both of them up.
And as you do that, there's like I'll go down the bar. Somebody goes, "Hey, it's him! It's him!" And one of them stands up and goes, "Hey, there's a prize in this guy's head!" And like, a few other guys like just stand up. And, like, just
no,
start,
there's not.
I just turned to Lila with the look of just utter annoyance.
No, there's not. Like, look at this. Like, do you think someone this old could commit those terrible things? You know, like, I've never seen someone this old do that.
Okay. He says the guy who's got like handlebar mustache and goes, I don't know, miss, but you look sure like him. And he gets his rifle out and goes, so I guess you'll better just come with me, and then we'll see what the Commonwealth patrols say about it. They don't get here very often, though, like once every couple of months, if that, so you'll be spending your time in our cells, I'm afraid, for a little while.
We don't really have the time for that, though.
I'm like, people, let's calm down, okay? I'm sorry. I should introduce myself. My name's Gerald, okay? And that, he's my brother. Yeah, love him, you know, salt of the earth. But he's a bit of a troublemaker.
It's his younger brother, just so you know.
So I sort of look to Milo, like, and then turn back to him, like, yes, my younger brother, the hot blood of youth, you know.
All right, so why don't you roll a charisma check, Seamus? You're gonna need 4, 5. I'd say 3 5 pluses actually.
Can I help?
Like winner of hearts help here.
Yes, it would.
So
I'd say no because you got him into this mess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they all go. Well, I suppose that explains it. And you hear a woman like just come over, and she just looks over at the other thing, at the wanted person, and goes, yeah, you all are thick as shit. That's definitely him. But you know, each to your own. And she goes back to her drink at the back of the bar. And then
I should look over and go, don't listen to her. You know, you guys, You guys are the ones driving the economy around here. You know, you're the firm pillar upon which this entire society is built. Don't listen to her. You guys are doing good.
Yeah, the woman's like still standing nearby, and she goes, yeah. Plus, it's not even you guys who'll be collecting on the bounty anyway. And like, you hear like the glass breaks in the window to the left-hand side, and this like lit stick of dynamite just like rolls into the bar, and everyone's like dives for cover.
Yeah, I jump away from the dynamite as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you all do speed checks for me?
Oh, fucking speed checks, man.
Can I try and grab Seamus?
You can, but you need to do a strength check to try and yank him.
Okay, I have terrible strength. Should I try the strength first? And then if I can't grab him,
it will mean you can only roll half of your speed dice, but yes.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Old Dean, what do you have against old people?
Okay,
Well,
well...
not physically capable, man.
Alright, there's my strength. Okay, my strength is... Did I pass with a 5?
Yeah, she passed with the 5.
Okay. And then speed, I can do half?
Yeah.
Okay, do I round that up or down?
Round it up.
Okay. I am the hero of the story, everyone.
Okay, so you grab Seamus and jump out the way as the lit dynamite explodes and blows out the front of the saloon, and you just hear like one man just like walks in and goes, "Oh yeah," and he just looks around and goes, "Boom!" and he just like looks around like really like happy with himself. He goes, and he turns around to the woman and goes, "So where is he?" And she just like points over. She's like wiping sort of her face, like looking at him, like, was that really fucking necessary? And then she like looks over and goes, over there somewhere. The wolf just comes in and just starts licking all the sort of her face, and she like shoves him off.
Mm-hmm.
And he just like strides over, and he gets like a revolver out. Looks very ornate. It looks like it's like the ebony weapons in Skyrim, if you've ever seen them, you know, the spiral patterns on them. It's like that, same colour, and it's got all of the spiral patterns all over it, and he's like, just starts like swiveling it around, and he's like holds it to you, Seamus, and says, you won't be staying in this shithole anyway, you don't need to rot in any cell, but you'll be coming with me, alright?
Like, can I say no?
He in response, he just cocks the revolver. You go,
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that as a no. Then I'll sort of slowly sort of stand up and sort of turn to Lyra with like a look that says ideas.
Well, I don't know, that wolf would fuck us up, I'm sure. Is there I look behind me. Is there a window?
There is a window, yes.
Alright. I like try and grab Seamus again and jump through the window.
Okay. Right, okay. Strength check, please. You need at least 1 6.
Alright, there's strength.
No. And half of your speed, you need at least 1 6.
Well, shit. Okay.
No. So you stand up and go, "Ha!" I'm gonna jump in front of him and try to grab him, and he like just puts the revolver to your head and goes, "Hold on there, sugar tits," and he just like looks around and like says, "Who the fuck are you?"
Like, excuse me?
He's like, "Well, you're not involved here. You can go. I don't need him."
You're not taking him anywhere.
He turns around and says to the woman, says, "Didn't you just hear them arguing right now?" And she says, "Yeah, I heard them."
Okay, I'm gonna try and use that distraction and like
do it again.
Yeah.
Ha! Okay. You're gonna need. Yeah, no.
Oh,
okay.
no.
And then do it again.
Happening this time? Can I be party to the?
Okay.
Hey,
I don't know. Do you think Seamus would do that if he has a revolver to his head? Like, do you think he'd be brave enough to be like, "Ha!" and like actually go with it, or because the failure there? I'm sort of thinking that she goes to grab you and jump, but you like stay rigid, like, "What the fuck are you even doing?" And like, so she jumps herself through the window without you. just goes through.
Yeah, I imagine that would probably be like Seamus's deal.
Yeah. So she goes. As they're talking, she goes, "Ha!" and like grabs you and goes to jump through the window, but she actually jumps sideways through the window herself, but still like actually grabbing you, like in a grabbing you stance, but you're not there.
And then I pop back up. I'm like, "Come on, what are you doing? Let's go, come on."
Yeah, he's not there. He's inside. They're all just like looking out the window at you, like, okay. So you go, and the guy.
God damn it, Seamus! That could have been so cool. You ruined it.
The guy bounty hunter just shrugs and goes, "I like her." And I turns around to you and to you, Seamus, and goes, "So you gonna come quietly or not?"
Like,
just like not through the window.
I'm like, hey, you're not the one having a revolver pointed at your head, right? I kind of like my brains where they're currently situated, okay? Like, where are we going? Can you at least tell me that? Where are we going?
It's like, oh, I'm up to the Commonwealth States, but someone, don't worry, somebody's paid some good money to make sure you're taken to where I needed to get you to go safely.
Right. And, you wouldn't happen to be able to tell me who this person is, would you?
If I did that, I wouldn't be a very good bounty hunter. And, you know, work's dried up since, well... Anyway, let's go. And he, like, just yanks you just to come along.
So, like, hey, he's easy. I'm old, not invalid.
The wolf just starts growling at you, and the drool just starts, like, dripping onto the floor. And the guy goes, be careful, she hasn't fed him in a few days. And you hear the woman go, "Oh, don't be silly, I fed him just 5 minutes ago."
And I sort of go, yeah. I mean, after neither being eaten by a dragon, I think eaten by a wolf would probably be less dramatic than that. But, I don't know, maybe just things just like to try and eat me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going to make your way outside?
Alright,
So
while this is going on, I sneak around I think I'm sneaking, but, I just walk around the building.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy just turned down to the woman and goes, yeah, she's probably going to try and sneak around outside, so, she'll probably stay on. And the woman goes, "Isn't that her up there?" And you realise that there's like windows dotting the side of the wall, so they've just seen you like walk past. Just on the window. So,
yeah, like I stayed low-ish, but like just for appearances, I didn't stay low enough to not get seen through the window.
Yeah, because you want people to see you being sneaky, basically. In front of you can actually see, Lila, that in front of the inn, there are several. Well, there's like 15 people, all with rifles, standing there. But there is also like a truck, like a big armored truck, with a Gatling gun on top of it. And as they come outside, they're welcomed into the group, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Seamus was like a whistle of appreciation for seeing like the massive Gatling gun.
Yeah.
Like while he is being held hostage, he can still appreciate a good firearm.
Do they put Seamus in the car or something?
No, they go to. But you can hear the jet engine noise again, like all of you. So everyone like looks up.
I just scream, "Dragon!" And
it stops right above you and slams onto one of the nearby buildings that's actually made of stone. And it just sits there and looks down at you all, and all of you are like bathed in like red light from its eyes, and you just hear he just looks straight at you, Lila, and he says, "Life-giving mother, I've come to save you."
What about him?
Seamus just sort of raises his eyebrows, like, what?
I'm just as confused as you are, but I also want to get out of here.
He says, And it's just like a binary, and he just looks around and it's like, please align target.
Yeah.
Seamus just sort of like looks around to the other guys. He's like, and just sort of goes, "Huh, dragons, right?"
Like, yeah, I'd get out of here if I were you guys, and like try to go up and grab Seamus again. Like, let's go.
It's like
Get back in the car.
it just says VIP secured. As you go to touch him, and the guy who has his collar at the bounty hunter's like, no, he's staying here with us, dude. What the hell is this?
I don't know, but that I've seen that dragon fuck some things up, and it looks like you're on its bad side. So I don't want any part of this. Let's go.
You just hear above the din is like, glorious mother, have they harmed you?
Who?
I think he's talking about you.
No one has been harmed, and I. Like, come on, Seamus, let's go. Let's go.
I'll just sort of like
Car, this is really
start shuffling
weird.
away. He's gonna start like shuffling away. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna go.
I'm gonna hop in the driver's seat.
Mm.
If I get that far, I don't know what else is gonna happen.
Okay, so you guys just like drive off.
Yeah.
And they're all stunned. And the last thing you hear is the dragon say, mother and VIP secured. Peace out. And it just like shoots into the sky, leaving them all like standing there dumbfounded. And that's where we'll end the session this time around.
Aye. Man, I paid $100 for those rooms.
Yeah, that you never got to live in. That
Didn't
you
even
never
get to see
got
the
to stay in. Yeah, again, Driftwood are shorter sessions, you know, just to prepare us for tomorrow. It's going to be a longer session. Well, thank you for playing, and that was good. That was really fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good session.
Yeah. And I will speak to you. Well, I'll speak to you tomorrow, Tom, and Tom, I'll speak to you in a little bit. So, a couple minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Speak to you later on.
All right.
Bye.